because it's easier.
Oh, it's scaring me.
I double as an orthopaedic surgeon every now and then. Normally we're on 45 degrees, right? So wind's coming from there, we're sailing at 45 to the wind. Now we're down to about 38, 40. So we're sailing like this, which is a lot more efficient. So they're pretty happy.
Doing the last little bit of painting now underneath. Just going back in where she belongs, and then we'll hopefully get some water and some fuel, and the plan, if there's ever a plan, is to head back to Langy Island and check that out a bit more.
I'm always going to go back in the water.
Checking all the through holes. All good?
So far.
So far all good?
When we went up on the hard stand, we accidentally knocked the jetty and one of the nav lights just sort of flopped down. Right? So I thought, oh, new screw, that'll be fine. Then when I thought, oh, just jiggle the connector, make sure it's all good. So jiggled that and it broke off. Jiggled the other one and broke off. Well, I better check the other nav light. Went the other side. And one was already broken off and the other one just jiggled off. I thought, I better check the rest of the cabling. So I found another join. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was another one on there, 9, 10. 10 joins. And that's before it even comes through the deck. So we've got 10 joins between the light and the deck. So I'm going to, and all the wires, I mean, look at the colours here. See that black wire that's got red strands? That's not supposed to be like that. And it's like that all the way through. So anyway, you know what they say about boat jobs. Cruising is just doing boat jobs in exotic locations. So that's what I'm doing. Coconut fringed beach here. Nice blue water. Dolphins. There's even a nice pub. But this little job, all I have to do is replace one screw. It turned into an all-dayer. It's time for a cuppa, I think. Cheers. The nav lights are mounted on these teak blocks on the push bit, so I had to drill out the plugs that were here, 4 plugs, take the screws out. Then I managed to get all the Sikaflex off and get these out. Then what I've done here is replaced, this is a new cable running through, it's marine double insulated cable. I've put strain relief and chafe resistance on there. So I've run that cable up around the front here and to this side. from up there on the port side behind the light, come down inside, push pit rail, and comes out there, some corrugated conduit, and then corrugated conduit comes up and down. You can see my cracked bowsprit here, which we have to replace one day, and then it comes down through a gland, no joints, the whole system apart from the one up there. There we go, comes out of the push pit along, and corrugated conduit all done nice and tight, secure, safe, and it will work.
We're just leaving Horseshoe Bay for the second time. We're heading around the corner, and we're going to spend a day or so around the corner and then head back into Townsville to pick up some bits and pieces. So it's a beautiful morning, clouds are sitting over there, lovely. That was a very quick little putt around the corner. We're now in Maud's Bay, very tranquil, very beautiful, and we're the only boat here. And which job are you doing now, babe?
It's making two new rod holders, because they're always in the way. I'm just trying to clean my cockpit up, because every skipper knows tidy cockpit is a safe cockpit.
I love the safe work that you're doing there, babe.
What?
There you go. It's a bit rolly here.
Yeah, it will calm down this afternoon. And the nice thing, I always work in the well here because you can just sweep it all up. It's nice and easy. What? What?
I thought you were going to do it on your knee.
I am, because it's easier.
Oh, it's scaring me.
I double as an orthopaedic surgeon every now and then. I've seen them use hacksaws like this.
Oh, the other day Magnus was sawing and he literally was lined up with his leg. Oh, freaked me out. What's that one going to be?
We're going to make two more holders, one for the gaff and one for the boat hook. It's going to be the base for that one, and then I'm going to have another one up here so that it sits in there nice and solidly. But this one, I'm going to use the larger size because the bottom fits in, the top doesn't. So I've got a larger size there as well. Next size down.
Magnus has just hoisted our brand new, crispy white, beautiful, stunning mainsail.
So I need to make the second reefing line a bit longer.
I like the colour.
White?
Yeah. we decided to move around the corner because it was a bit rolly in Maud's Bay, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Maud's Bay.
So now we're going around to the next one. What's the next one called?
No, there isn't really one there.
We're just going around the island, I think.
Go have a look.
Magnus has been working on his slot.
Yeah, look at that.
It's looking good.
It's very efficient.
Yeah, so tell me something about what's going on, because this is new territory, isn't it, for this boat with us?
Well, just having such a big head sail, just playing with it and fine-tuning it. I've got to slide my cars forward a bit. I reckon about a foot. Just get a bit of shape at the top. But no, pretty happy. This main, it just works. It just works. Like, I tighten my battens a little bit because a few creases. But the sails in the first few weeks they stretch and they sort of, you know, a bit like putting on a new pair of jeans. It takes a couple of weeks. So, you wash them in between. Yeah. No, we've gone really well. Haven't caught any fish today though.
So we're doing 4.5 knots in 8 knots of breeze.
Yeah, or 8.5 knots of breeze, yeah.
And normally we don't think we'd be moving.
And we're close hauled.
Yeah. Normally we wouldn't even be moving in 8 knots of breeze.
So we're pretty happy with these sails. Yeah. And the clean bottom, of course. It all adds together. And we're pointing a lot higher than we've ever pointed before. And haven't even got the mizzen up. We've still got one sail to go. We're pointing like beautifully. It's the highest we've ever pointed. And a lot of you write in and say, what do all these nautical terms mean? Pointing means you're going into the wind and you're going as high as you can. You can't sail completely into the wind, right? You always got to sail off the wind a little bit because you're relying on an aerofoil that's got high pressure on one side, low pressure on the other side, and it sucks you along. So the wind, when you're sailing into the wind, the wind's not pushing you along. The wind's pulling you along because you're creating this aerofoil. But anyhow, that's all gets technical. So pointing is when you're pointing up into the wind as high as you can possibly go. Normally we're on 45 degrees, right? So wind's coming from there, we're sailing at 45 to the wind. Now we're down to about 38, 40. So we're sailing like this, which is a lot more efficient. So you're pretty happy.
Magnus has just ordered some fabric for the new stack packs, which is being delivered to the boatyard, so we're going to go and pick that up tomorrow and then make stack packs for the new sails.
Yep.
And for the little mizzen up there.
Yeah.
Look how white it is.
I know, everything's so white.
It's so white. The wind's just about to get to us. Can you see the line? It's just there. And then we'll take off. Maybe. We've just come into town, to the dinghy dock of the marina, to pick up some parts, and found this. This is the Strand in Townsville, and it's just gorgeous. Look at this. How beautiful is this park? And down there are the old memorial bars. That lovely old building down there. Typically in Australia, lots of places to sit with your family. That's Magnetic Island over there. We were here about 14 years ago with the kids, and they'll remember this bucket.
There you go.
No shortage of facilities here.
It's aerial red, doesn't it?
This is one of the Townsville marinas. It's all very neat and clean and well looked after. We're just using the dinghy dock. What's going on, darling?
The new sinks have arrived. We've opted to go for bigger sinks because doing the dishes, this is on the main dish bench, doing the dishes in those little sinks is so difficult because the plates don't fit in, pans don't fit in, nothing fits in. So I've gone for a shallower sink because those are very deep, and because we're fully loaded, the water line is above the bottom and it gets all mucky. So I'm going for a shallow one. So we're going to have two sinks side by side. They don't take up much more room than the existing small sink, and we get bigger sinks. So I'm just doing the plumbing, and everything is, whereas that sink you can't find any plumbing bits for it because they're all odd sizes. I've gone for everything standard, straight down to Bunnings, whatever you need. So that's the next job. Plumb these in, and then rip that sink out, cut the hole a tad bigger, and then drop them in, Sikaflex them. Job's done. And then that is going to go at the end. Bit of pipe in between.
So we're leaving Townsville and we're heading north. We've got water, we've got two new sinks to install with all the plumbing that goes with it, and toilets in. Stunning morning.
Yeah, look at that sunrise.
Just gorgeous. We're very lucky with our mornings. Bye bye marina. Not that we stayed there, but we did use the dinghy dock.
And we use their water. Thanks guys.
Got some water. The sun's shining, there's a little breeze, and you'd think it would be so warm, but it's not. Look. We've got two blankets, a jacket, a t-shirt, and I'm still cold. It's because my blood's acclimatised. Anyway, it's all good. This is in the other direction. It's just as beautiful.